Well, the population of Hindus has declined nearly 8% between 1950 and 2015, while Muslim population and its share grew by 43% in the same period, says a study by Economic Advisory Council to the Prime Minister. The report says that in 1950, the Hindu population share was 84%, but it came down to 78% in 2015. However, in the same period, the share of minorities went up. Apart from India, Nepal's majority Hindu community saw a 3.6% decline as well. This report has now sparked a political slugfest as BJP IT cell head Amit Malviya claims that the shrink in Hindu population is because of the Congress regime, and if left to the grand old party, there would be no countries for Hindus. On the other hand, Congress leader Priyanka Gandhi has questioned the authenticity of the report. Ayush Sharma, my colleague, is joining us on the broadcast to talk about this. Ayush, if you can hear me.
Yes, Vinit, you're audible.
All right. Well, Priyanka Gandhi Vadra, of course, asking what is the proof here? What is the source of this information is also very interesting to know. The Economic Advisory Council comes up with a number of such reports from time to time, and it would be not befitting for a leader like Priyanka Gandhi Vadra to pick one out selectively.
Well, Vinit, as per the Economic Advisory Council to the Prime Minister, Hindus' population share declined by nearly 8% between 1950 and 2015, while Muslim share grew a record 43% in the same period. And in 1950, Hindu population share was around 84%, but it came down to 78% in 2015. However, in the same period, the share of minorities, including Muslims, Christians, Buddhists, Sikhs, etc., went up, and the numbers of Jains, Parsis in the population mix decreased. Also, between 1950 and 2015, it is important to note that the Muslim population share in India surged by a massive of 43.15%. And Christians saw a 5.38% increase only, whereas Sikhs a 6.58% rise, and Buddhists witnessed a slight increase in their population. Also, Muslim shares in the population recorded an increase from 9.84% to 14.09% in the same period, at that of around last 65 years. Also, the shrinking of the Hindu population in India is the second most significant decline in the immediate neighborhood, just after Myanmar's 10%. Over to you, Vinit.
All right, Mr. Himanshu Bhatt, senior journalist, is also joining us on the broadcast to talk more about this. Mr. Bhatt, the Economic Advisory Council has come up with this report, and Priyanka Gandhi Vadra has shot out that what is their source and why is this being put out at this particular time. So she questioned a couple of things. One is, of course, being what were these numbers and how were they ascertained, and secondly, why at this time?
Why at this time? Well, isn't this the right time that people should know what's happening? And, they have a whole habit, the entire family has a whole habit of asking questions of the wrong nature. When a surgical strike takes place, they want the proof, right? When Economic Council comes up with something, survey and results of it, they question its validity. Now, where are we going to go, if people keep on questioning? And the things are available everywhere. It is very categorical, and it has come out with specific figures. And those figures are very, very self-explanatory, according to me. See, at this time of election, asking such question is something trying to bring about a divide in the communities. Let's be very, very clear about it. By asking such questions, you are trying to divide, you are trying to insinuate, you are trying to say that this is purposely done, to get the appeasement of majority community. And this is what has been happening. If this is also going to be played on politics, I think we deserve UCC, and we need UCC at the earliest, so that one law applies to all people of all religious faiths. It's as simple as that with it. Unless that comes about, such questioning will not stop.
Right. And Mr. Bhatt, what is your opinion on, Rahul Gandhi once again talking about Adani and Ambani, and again saying that, the Congress Nyay Patra is all about redistribution of wealth. Does this also re-emphasize exactly, what the Prime Minister also said about the Congress Party?
Well, it does, See, I don't know why they are taking up such, lines. It's basically, they are foot on the mouth, basically. This sort of things. Adani and Ambani. Prime Minister was jibing. He said, why did he stop? Why did he stop? Because he wanted to instigate these people and say, give me an issue again, and with these people gave it again. In electioneering, when a prime minister of the country says why you have stopped, you better keep quiet. Instead of that, you again restarted. Then what happens? Your theories have come out in public. What was in the background, the hidden agenda has come out in open. And these elections have become very, very clear. Now it's for people, to decide what exactly do they want. Whether they want a wealth distribution of this nature, what Rahul Gandhi is talking about, or whether they want a wealth generation for the nation. See, it's very simple. Prime Minister was very clear and categorical when he said something. And Rahul Gandhi says, I will talk about them again, and I will talk about that. Adani and Ambani. Why is it that his governments, are taking Adanis and Ambanis in their own states? Why is that happening? And this Prime Minister has said that very clearly because there are polls in Telangana. And Telangana government has signed 2 projects. See, you have to understand the backgrounds. And those backgrounds are very, very murky as far as Congress is also concerned. And so when, Prime Minister raises a finger, he has something to which, to point.
Mr.
This is what is happening here.